Hey everyone, it's Christy here, your business development bestie. I am going to talk about Linktree today. I'll show you how to get in and edit this fantastic tool so you can use it as a digital business card, also as a tool to drive traffic to your lead capture links, like your landing pages or squeeze pages, and to also push people to leave you a review on your Google Business account. People can also book on your Calendly link or other scheduling tools. So I'm going to show you how to set this up and make sure that you're using it in the best way possible. And I'll do it all on the free version of Linktree. So the first thing I want to do is show you how this platform can look once set up. So I'm going to show you a few of the agents that I've helped with this platform. So you can see we're able to brand this to your color palette. We can put your headshots, your social links, and we can also have these this one key featured post, which for real estate agents, generally, this is where I would suggest putting your current listing. And then if you have multiple listings, we can change it to just a button. So I'm going to go through this here. So we're going to add contact details here. So when people click on this, it's going to open up. They can tap it twice so that they can save your contact information as directly to their phone. So they would click Save Contact, and then it's going to save to their phone, and then schedule a meeting. This syncs directly up with Calendly. So calendly.com, this is the preferred calendar scheduling tool that I use. So that embeds right there on Linktree. And then you can start thinking about what lead capture tools do you have. So if you've got some guides, real estate resources, and you can see everything is separated here by a category. So these are called collections. So we can put a little title so people, when they land here, they can quickly scroll down to the category or collection that they're looking for, and then leave a review. So I'm just going to show you a couple of options here. This one is Heather. So you can see, again, we're alternating the colors, making everything look unique to the agent. There's her listing. Builders is here. So this is really nice. So if you have a live Google business page, it actually shows you the Google reviews here. So you can put your review link and then read what my clients have to say. It embeds the reviews right here. They don't have to leave the platform. Okay. And then let's just have a look again, some more listings featured. This is my one. So again, you can really see how impactful having a brand, a color palette, and I really enjoy making these moving headshot images with your logos as well. So this is something that we can do. And this is one other account that I've been tinkering with here. This is actually the paid version. So if you did want to get into the paid version, you can have something a little more custom rather than the headshot being a little tiny circle. You can start exploring the other tools. All right. So there's some samples. So first things first, what you're going to need is a handle. So this is where online, when people search for you, this is something that you want to repeat for all of your platforms. So for example, mine is Linktree/Christy.businessdevelopment. Okay. So it could be, my name, realtor or real estate or homes, for example. So whatever you have set up for Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, all of your online accounts, I would put that right here in this field here, and then you get started for free. So it's going to take you through the process to register the account. It's pretty straightforward. I'm not going to go through that today, but make sure that you can skip past all the graphics in the setup. I'm going to go through the design section in the actual platform today in the video with you. Okay, so let's go to the left-hand side here. This is where our menu exists. You've got some admin menu items in here. You can create multiple link trees in one account, which is still free, which is great for those of you who might have two businesses. But what we're going to do today is we're going to live under my link tree, under links and also design. And you can see they've actually got some other tools here, your social planner. I'm not going to go into those extra tools today. I just want to make sure that you're set up, you're branded, and your color palette looks amazing, and that all your links are functioning and you can use it as a digital business card. So that's what we're going to focus on today. You can see in the middle section, this is where we can start editing our bio and putting links. And then on the right, as we add things and edit, we're going to see the preview over on the right-hand side. Okay. So first things first, what I want to do is add my headshot and also change up this name that's here. So I'm just going to click on my name. The title, I'm just going to change it to Christy Ramage. Now, if you wanted to put the poll mark, I'm just going to gear this towards realtors today. So you could put here, Oaxaca realtor. Now, just mind you only have 30 characters. So you could put, let's say you're in Ohio. you could put OH. Okay, so abbreviate, make sure it's under 30 characters. And just remember, you also have the bio space to put any relevant information. I really encourage you to answer the 3 marketing questions that I try and put on all of your social media, your website, everything that's front facing. Answer these 3 questions. Who are you? So my name's there. Where are you? I put Ohio here. And what do you do? Realtor. Okay, so now we can elaborate those 3 marketing questions. So who are you, where are you, what do you do? You could put here your local family realtor. You could put something like, okay, let's just go Oaxaca, Mexico, because that's where I am. Serving, let's just put something like, who's your niche market? So you could put first-time buyers, investors, and empty nesters. So it can also be a good idea to go to your biography that you've written and can paste that into maybe ChatGPT or Gemini, and you could say, I need a 160-character optimized biography for Linktree that answers the 3 questions: who am I, where am I, and what do I do? And then the 4th one could be, what do I want my client to do? So that call to action. So schedule a call to discuss your goals. Okay, something like that. And make sure you spell check everything. Now, if you want, you could put some little emojis in here, something like that as well, just to make it a little bit more real estate focused and to catch the eye. So your title, you could just put your name and location. All right, so we've got our title, we've got our bio, we're going to hit save. And this should update. So now on the right side, we can see here, that's how it's going to look. And I love that we've got the name and location and what's your profession. People are getting answers immediately. There's no searching for answers on who are you, where are you, what do you do. All right, now we're going to click on the profile image. I love that they allow me to put a GIF image here, which is the moving image. So if you're working with me, that's something that I create for you for your email signature and also for Linktree. Otherwise, you can just put your regular headshot. All right, let me just see. I think I'm going to use this one here. So there we go, headshot. And then I've got my logos in there. Perfect. All right, so I'm going to upload that. A regular flat profile picture will be perfectly fine as well. All right, let that load for a second. I like it too, because I can put the brand colors behind my headshot as well. All right, and as I add things, you can see there's a little checklist set up. It's going to tell you if you've missed anything. So we'll look back at that in just a second. Okay, so now you can see it's starting to come together. I've got my headshot, my name, my bio. Now we can start adding links. So I'm going to click add here. Now the first thing I want to do is create that contact button. So I'm just going to show you back here. Where was it? Here. So this is the save my contact button right here. So I'm going to add that in. All right, so what I need to do is type on in the link section here, contact, and we're going to get some different widgets available. So I'm going to put contact details. And then up the top is our title. So I'm just going to click on this pencil here. I'm going to put an emoji. I like the cell phone with the arrow here. Now to find your emojis, if you're on Chrome, just go edit, emoji and symbols. Okay. All right, so that's how you get to that. And then I'm going to put here, save my contact details. Okay, and then just scroll down a bit. So we've got the link settings. I'm just going to go ahead and fill all of this out with my information. So let's say you were with LPT Realty, and then you could put, okay, I'm a realtor. And the little R mark, if you're looking for that, you can do that again under special characters and just type in register, and these 2 will pop up. I usually pick this one here. Okay, all right. And then email, so just go ahead and pop this in, at christyramage.com, your phone number, okay, your address, and then, okay, which your country. And this is great, right? So just put as much as you're willing to show people. Because what will happen is when someone saves the information, so I feel like this occupation section is really important. You can put your first and last name, but if you meet someone out in the wild and they can't remember your name because you've only met once or twice, if you put the organization and the position if they're trying to find you in their contacts on their phone, if they type in realtor or real estate or LPT because they remembered that much about you, your information could very well pop up a bit more easily. Okay, so this is a great spot to put some extra information. All right, so that just disappeared. I clicked somewhere. So you can see these little icons. So I'm just going to click on contact details. That will open it back for you. Okay, so just check everything is good. You could put 9 to 5 p.m. Let's just do Monday to Saturday. So just pop whatever you want in here. And then once you're done, it does automatically save. You can just click away. Okay, and then it closes up. And then the thumbnail, we're going to be looking at these more so with the listing tile. I just want to show you, if I were to say set thumbnail, you can either upload your own icons, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. So there are no icons on this one. Let's just go to Alicia's. So we've actually made icons here for Alicia. So if you want to get into Canva and make little tiny little icons that are on brand for you, you can. Otherwise, they also have what they call tabular icons, which are these ones here, which I'm going to show you in just a second here. So let's just go back. So this thumbnail button here, just click on that, set thumbnail, choose from tabular icons. And I'm just going to put phone. So just do a bit of a search to see. There we go. There's our phone icon. So we could just click that one for contact, and you'll see the preview on the right side. It's right here. Okay. So that's what it looks like with the tabular icons. They're not very colorful or anything. If you don't like it, just hit remove and then it'll be gone. I feel like the emoji is probably enough with this one. And then prioritize. There's a few other tools here. I don't usually use any of those. I just go ahead and get started on the next one. I'm just trying to get my little face back here. There we go. All right. So you can see me yapping down here. All right. So the next one, let's go ahead. You know what? I didn't actually put the social icons up here. Let's just do those as well. So with your social icons, you can put your email and website up here as well, I think. So let's just take a look here. So you can either have them featured at the top of the page or at the bottom under all your links. I prefer them at the top. So I'm just going to click add. So you can just start searching. If you've got Instagram, just follow the formatting rule down the bottom. It doesn't want your full URL link, like www.instagram.com. It just wants the @ So @Christy.businessdevelopment. That's how they want it formatted. Whereas, so you can actually connect this to Instagram and have your Instagram images or videos featured within your Linktree, which is kind of neat. So if you're really pushing business through Instagram and you want to drive traffic to your Instagram channel, you can absolutely embed this. You can connect it here. I'm not going to do that right now. Okay, so now you can see I have Instagram connected. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that for my other platforms. So I'm just going to find Facebook. So you can see here it wants the full URL. So I'm just going to copy that and then do Christy.businessdevelopment. Okay. And then you can put WhatsApp if your business uses WhatsApp to communicate with clients. That can be a good one. And then, so just look through and see what else you want to put in there. You can also put your phone number. I don't think that's necessary because you've got it on here already. Just to let you put your website. Yeah, you can put website. Totally up to you. So I'm just going to put. Now, with websites, I really do recommend you go to your website and then click in the domain bar here, copy it, and then paste the link. Then we don't have errors. Okay, so we want to make sure it's loading here and then go and cut and paste it so it works. Okay, I can't tell you how important that is to make sure that your links are working correctly. And how about we just go ahead and put email in here as well. Now, I find it's nice to put your email, so I'm just going to leave that. That's perfect. So I do like having a website and email up here. This saves space and reduces the clutter from having it in the list of icons below and extra resources that you have. All right. So now I also want to add my scheduling tool. So I'm going to click add. And I'm going to type in Calendly. Now, I think Calendly is the only embedded calendar that you can have here. If you're using Google Calendar or cal.com, you'll just need to put the straight link for your booking page, and then it will take them from Linktree to your scheduling page. So then it will take them from Linktree directly to your scheduling page. Calendly is just a bit nicer because it does it all in the app and they don't have to leave. Okay, so I'm just going to use the Calendly widget here, and then I'm going to put here, schedule a call with me. How about we call it a consultation? And then you could put an emoji here as well if you wanted. calendar. Let's just put that one. Okay. And then go directly to URL, or let's embed it. So now we need to go and get our Calendly link, which is going to be Calendly. Here's my link. So again, I'm just going to copy the link from the address here and then paste it in where it says URL. So just click the little pencil to edit, and then you'll see it pops up over here. I'm going to click on the preview, and you can see how it nicely embeds my calendar, and I should be able to click on and start scheduling an appointment directly within the app, which is nice. All right, perfect. So now I'm just going to click in this white space, which will show me my 2 links in the center here. Now I want save my contact details to be at the top. So these little dots here on the left, I'm just going to click that and drag it up so that it's in the order that I want it to be. Now, remember I spoke a little bit about these categories or collections so that everything is titled and organized nicely. Let's create one of those. So what I want to do here is add collection. Just going to click this one and then click the pencil where it says title. And then here I'm going to say get in touch. Okay. And now what I could have done is create that first and then go ahead and add my links like I just did. Or if you've already got the links created, you can click those 6 dots and just drag your existing links into the collection. Okay. And then I'm just going to rearrange those so they're, and now you can see my get in touch collection is there. So let's add another one. I'm going to add a collection. I'm going to call it my real estate resources. This is where you're going to put your free home valuation, set up instant listing alerts, get my buyer guide, get my seller guide, whatever it is that you have to capture your lead information and push them into your CRM and get automations going. This is where you want to put those. Now you can see here, when I added to that collection, it's at the top, right? So I want to drag that collection under the get in touch one. We're going to add a link. And then I'm just going to go to, let's say let's say this was my link, whether it was a squeeze page, landing page, whatever it is. Now, I'm not going to type anything in this time. I'm just going to paste my link in and it will show you, okay, I can recognize this is a link. So I'm just going to click on that. And then we're going to rename it. It will likely default to, the website title or the page title that has been created. It's going to default. So you can see here the title says Chris Ramage Business Strategy. So you're just going to click the pencil and say, let's say it was a landing page for home valuation. Get your free home estimate, something like that. And you can see what's happened now. Let's look at the preview over here. Oh, the text hasn't loaded yet. So you can see this little thumbnail icon. It automatically populated with a little snapshot of the page that I just entered of the link. So what I want to do is to clean this up, I'm going to click on the thumbnail icon here. I'm going to remove it. And then you'll see that disappears. Okay. And then always, just click on that. It's going to test the link and it'll make sure that it goes where you want. We want to test everything, okay, before we release it out into the world. Okay, so with your real estate resources, just go ahead and within the gray box here where it says my real estate resources, within this collection, because it's going under that title, we can just click the plus button and keep going. Just paste your link, click the link and do the next one, edit the title, make it look gorgeous. Yeah, remove the thumbnail if you want. And then the last collection that I would do here, I'm just going to add one more. And this is for testimonials. So what my clients have to say, say. Okay. And let's move that to the bottom. Okay. Perfect. And then what you're going to do here is you're going to go to Maps, go to Google Maps. Now this is for clients who have, for those of you with a Google business profile. So just log into the correct account where your business profile is. So I just swapped out into the correct account. Now these 9 dots at the top, I'm going to go to my business profile manager. And okay, so this is my Google business account. So what I'm going to do here, first, I want to share, I want to ask for a review. Okay, so this button here, ask for reviews. I'm going to copy this link here and go back to Linktree. Alrighty, I'm going to add link and then paste it in. Click on link. All right, so this is where we're going to push people to go and write a testimonial on our Google page. If you're using Zillow to collect your reviews for, Rate My Agent, those things, just paste the link in. That's totally fine. So here, I just want to change the title and then write me a review or testimonial. I like to put a little You could do a thumbs up or a star, whatever you like. Okay. Oh, make sure you spell check everything. Okay. And then the next link. All right. So what we want to do here is put Google in the search bar rather than pasting a new link. And we're going to select this widget here. This only works for Google. It doesn't work for your Zillow reviews. So let's just click on reviews here. And then what you need to do is back here to your Google business page. And there should be a share button. Usually it's right here. I might just click these 3 dots here. Yeah, I'm going to click the share button here. Usually there's a little share button here as well. So let's just copy the link. And then we're going to go to the URL here. We're going to paste it. Oh, just removed it. Oh, it's doing some weird stuff. Hang on. Okay, now pasted twice. I'm just going to delete it and do it again. It's just being interesting here. Let's see. There it goes. Okay. If it jumps around, just be patient. Let it think for a second. All right. So Google search, I'm just going to say, read my reviews on Google. Okay. And then I'm going to put a little, I'm going to put a star next to this one. Okay. Awesome. And again, you can see the little thumbnails are popping up. I don't particularly like those. I'm going to, let's just hit change. I'm going to go to the tablet icons. I could do thumb, and you could pick one of those if you wanted to. I'll show you what it looks like. I don't particularly like them. They're not super on brand. So, and then read my reviews. I'm just going to hit thumbnail, remove. Okay. All right, perfect. So you can see everything is really coming together here. It's starting to look really organized. Let's just test this, read my reviews. Now, it's not loading just yet. Don't freak out because we're going to check it in another browser or another tab in just a second. But I know that the links are correct. So that's all good for now. And then let's check the writer review. It should pop up with a window. Yeah, perfect. So it's up. Yeah. All right. So this is a great way to really, you know, if you're with your buyers or sellers, you've just delivered some great news, you know, whether the offer's been accepted. Hey, do you have just 2 minutes to write a quick review on my services and your experience working with me? Get them right there while you're delivering good news. It's always the best time to do it. Then they can just use it. I'm going to show you how to create a QR code and have it on an image so that you can have it in your hand at all times, either in your photos folder or use it as a wallpaper on your phone. Just with a QR code, they can scan it, access all of these tools to leave you a review or get some of your resources. Okay, so you can leave capture right there in the wild. All right, perfect. So now everything is looking great. You're going to be adding more links in here. So from here, what we want to do now is make it on brand and make it a bit more pretty. Okay. All right. So now that we've done links, we're going to go to design. Now, what we can do here, you can see all these different buttons. So we're going to play around with that. So the theme here, if we click on that, you can see some of these have a little lightning bolt and pro. You can, yeah, that's the paid version. So if you like any of these that don't have the pro one, you want to stick with the free version, you can go ahead. But I'm going to show you what I prefer to do. I stick with custom, and then we're going to just click that back button, the header. You can see, again, these are the pro features. I think we did cut out on Sharice's earlier, so you can play around with that if you want the paid version. And then logos can be added, that kind of thing. So I'm not going to worry about that. Now, alternative title font, we're going to leave that as is, but the color. So right now, this is a good time to go collect your brand colors. Here, I'm just going to go to my brand kit here in Canva. If you haven't got your brand set up with colors and hex codes and logos, your images and graphics, let me know. This is something that we can absolutely help you with. But right now here, let me just go into my brand kit. I have all of my colors laid out here. So what I'm going to do is use this dark navy color. So I'm going to copy this hex code and I'm going to come back into Linktree. And if I wanted the title color to be that really dark blue, I'm just going to paste my code in here. Okay. And you can see that's now dark blue, the title. Okay. So let's just go back and we're just going to click on all of these buttons and get everything edited to my style. Let's go a little wild. I'm going to go with pink, my brand color pink for the background. Now you can either fill the color, which is what I prefer to do, or if you want to try the gradient, the only issue with the gradient, it does look nice sometimes. Let me show you how it works. So gradient, I'm going to put my hex code in here. And you can make it go up or down. So right now my color is at the bottom with the fluoro pink coming up. but you can see I can't actually pick the secondary color. So I don't really like that. I need a bit more control to make sure it looks on brand. So I'm just going to go with fill, and it's going to be a block of color. All right, so let's just go back. So now wallpaper, we've got fill, and then put your background color in, and then buttons. Now we get to play around with the appearance and the colors here. So we can go with slightly rounded, round, or super round. Okay, so let's go with the round ones here, and then the shadow, which lifts the button up a little bit. It's strong, and then hard. If you pick hard, you can actually pick the color that pops up here. I would probably do the navy blue if I was going to do that one. I've actually preferred soft or strong. It just kind of makes the buttons look a little lifted. And then the button color. So if I were to paste my pink color in, and you can see it's not going to look good, but what we want to do, I'm just going to like drag this up to like a really light version of the same color. No, it needs to be even almost white, I think, just with a hint of pink. There we go. It's not quite white, but it's not pink either. And then the text, I'm going to use my blue color. So again, just play around with it, but really make sure the colors are contrasting well. I might even change this to white. I think what would look good, and then I can leave this as blue with the text. Okay, so let's just go back here. So the title, I'm just going to change that to white. Okay, and then I'm going to go back. And then the text we did, you can actually change the, so with the text, you can pick your font. I really suggest strongly that you go with a sans serif. Once you start getting into the, like this one, Hamlet, the serif fonts, it become very difficult to read, especially on a small phone. Okay, so try to pick one like Albert Sans, DM Sans, or Inter. Even Manrope is nice. So I'm going to stay with DM Sans. Page text color, let's just go with white for that as well. I think white stands out really nicely on the pink. And then the title color is just another spot to do that. Okay, great. And just back. Colors. All right, so background buttons. So there's multiple spots to do the same thing. So just click around until it's looking good. Decorate your page. There's like all sorts of fun stuff that they keep bringing in here. Let's see what happens. Oh, wow. I can. I wonder if they have any house icons for real estate. Maybe not. So, I mean, yeah, check it out. If you don't like it, you can just hit that delete button there and it'll remove it. But yeah, they're kind of fun. You can add those if you want. And in the footer, this is, yeah, it's Linktree. So you need to, unless you have the paid version, you need to have the footer, which is this one. Yeah, join Christy on Linktree. All right, great. So once you've done, we're going to click save. We save our design. Now, if you forget to hit save, it will prompt you and say, hey, if you're clicking away, do you want to save your design first? All right, so that's looking great. Now, I do want to go into settings. So I'm just going to go up to the top right-hand corner here. Let me just close that. No, that's not where I want to be. Let's go into account. Okay, so under your name and then account, this is where we can actually change up the information. So I'm actually going to put all of my information. My email can stay there. You've got your security. Now, account management. This is where we're actually going to change the handle. So if you decided that you did a bit of a brand overhaul, you went from like Christy Mexico and then decided to go to, you know, Christy Real Estate, and you've changed all of your accounts to match, you can come in here, click the 3 dots, and then change your username. Okay. And then you can just pop that in here and it will tell you whether it's available or not. And it's giving you a warning. If you change this, your link will change. So wherever you've shared your Linktree link, whether it's on Instagram, the QR code on your phone, you know, wherever it is, you need to remember to go and update that link. Okay. And I've got 2 accounts running, so it's got 2 here. And then if you need to delete the account at any stage, you can get rid of it there. All right, perfect. So this is looking good. I'm just going to go straight back to Linktree here. Let's just have a look at the platform on a new tab. I'm just going to click this button here, and I'm going to hit copy, and then I'm going to go to a new tab and just paste it in. So this should have all of my saved details. And if I shrink it down like this, this is what it will look like on the phone. All right. So that's looking pretty good. Everything's working. Let's just see if the Google reviews will load. Interesting. Yeah, it didn't load up. So you might need to fix that just, or check it on your phone to make sure that it's working. If not, delete the widget and then start again and see if it works. But try it on your phone first, because usually, yeah, I've had this issue before where it doesn't load here, but it works perfectly on the phone. All right, so that's it. Now, the next thing we want to do is make a phone wallpaper to make sure that you can get people to access your Linktree at any stage. I'm just going to put, oh, here's our template. Let me just make a copy here. So I'll drop this template design copy in it. All right. So I'll drop this link so that you can create your own version of this. Basically, what we want to do, there are instructions on first slide. So you want to add your logo, double click the QR code, change the code to your brand colors, change the frame. So I'm just going to leave those there. It'll be there when you access it. But here, I'm just going to remove that. I'm going to go to my brand, grab my logo. Let's just pop that in here. I'm just going to shrink this down. Now, just remember on your phone, notifications generally will appear in the top part of your phone. So I'm actually going to highlight all of this and just bring it down a bit. And then I'm going to put my logo above. Right, so that should be enough room for your notifications. You could even bring it down even more if you wanted to. So the whole idea is to create this, save it, load it as a wallpaper on your phone, and then text yourself or get someone to text you so you can see the notifications and make sure the positioning looks good. Okay, and definitely test out the QR code with a friend. So what we need to do here is go to your Linktree. We're going to copy your link, this one here. So hit copy. We're going to go to our wallpaper template here, and we're going to double click on the QR code and just give it a second to load. Sometimes it can be a bit delayed. So double click here and you can see QR code, and then it's got the URL. We're just going to paste the link. You can click on customize. Now, if you had your brand colors, let's say we wanted to make this pink, I'm just going to, you know what, I'm going to make it dark blue because dark blue probably pops a bit better and scans a bit better, I would say. No, we don't want big margins. So you can see here, I'm going to get rid of the margins completely. Update, and you'll see once you hit update, the color changed to dark blue and there's no border. If you wanted a bit of a margin, let's just go to 2, update code. Now we have a little bit of a margin. So I would probably leave it at 2. And then I'm going to click on the border here. I'm going to click that pink color. Here's my color palette. So I could make that pink, which kind of looks fun because it matches the dots in my logo. But you can play around with that and invert the colors. I could even make the skin me blue. I think it looks best white. All right, great. So the logos and the QR code are in place. Now what I want to do is pick an image. So if I was in, let's say, Oaxaca, I want something that's location specific. So this is a really nice picture of Oaxaca. So did you see how I did that? I didn't click on the image so that it dumps in here. I'm just going to delete that. The way to have it snap into place that keeps the dark, see how the colors are a bit muted? Right now, there's a bit of transparency happening with a black background. That's what gives it that sort of dark, moody look. So what I want to do to make sure the image snaps into place is I click and hold and then drag it. See how my cursor's on the edge of the page? It will snap into place for you so you don't have to resize. Now, I'm going to double click the image here and then I can move it around so that the positioning is good. So just pick something that matches you, your vibe, you know, whatever you're doing. Maybe it's a luxury kitchen or a lounge room or a beautiful house, or maybe even a picture of your pets, whatever you want to see every day. Okay. So once you're happy with that, you're going to hit share, download PNG, keep the size the same. I'm going to hit download. It's going to save to your computer. Now you need to send it to yourself in an email or airdrop it if you're on a Mac. Just, figure out a way to send it so you can get it on your phone and then save it as a wallpaper, which will be different whether you have an iPhone, Android, that kind of thing. Okay, so that is how you set up Linktree, add all your links, design it to make it on brand, and now you have a QR code on your phone so that you have your business card and all your links in your hot little hand at any given time. Okay, so if you have any questions, let me know. I hope you enjoyed this. Please click subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a good day. So let's